Retraction controversy of Jose Rizal. As we all know, Jose Rizal is one of his important figures who have made great contributions to our country in the history of the Philippines, especially in the advent of the Philippine Revolution. Rizal was known for his nationalism and opposed Spanish leadership and influence. He wrote two novels, No Me Tangere and his El Filibusterismo, to rebel against the injustice perpetrated by the Spaniards in the Philippines. Jose Rizal's resignations is one of the most controversial issues in Philippine history. The subject of Jose Rizal was his alleged retraction, including his return to the Catholic faith and all of the other issues surrounding it, such as his marriage to Josephine Bracken. It has been claimed by the defenders of the religions to be true, but by the anti-retractionists to be misleading. They claim the revoked document is a fake, but experts on the manuscript had long ago concluded that it was genuine. Is it genuine or it is an act of forgery? One of the controversial issues in the study of life, works, and writing of Rizal is the historicity and veracity of certain acts which allegedly Rizal had performed a few moments before he was led out of execution. More specifically, his alleged reconciliation with the Catholic Church and his objection of Masonry, known as the Retraction. The question here is that, is it true that retraction truly happens before Rizal died? What is the truth with regard to these matters? Did Rizal in the last moment of his life really retracted and observed Masonry? Did he really go back to the faith of his father? If he did, where is the alleged retraction letter? One of the many versions of the retraction letter, which version is authentic? Who said it was authentic? Jose Rizal was shot by the Spanish colonists 126 years ago, December 30, 1896. He became a hero because of what he's writing to destroy the idea of colonialism and to free our minds to build the nation. No Me Tangere, El Filibusterismo, and what he narrated in La Solidaridad. That questions the beliefs that blind us, especially following the wishes of the friars as messenger of God. December 29, 1896. One day before he was shot, Jose Rizal signed a document saying that he was retracting all his writing against the Catholic Church. The document identified as a retraction. The testimony of Father Vicente Balaguer. It stated, "I declare myself a Catholic, and this religion in which I was born and educated, I wish to live and die. I retract with all my heart whatever in my words, writing, publications, and conduct has been contrary to my character as son of the Catholic Church." Even though the said retraction was found in 1935, the doubts persisted. The said document in what is considered an eyewitness account of the event written by the Jesuit Father Vicente resonating when he suddenly woke up several times, went to confessions 4 times, a communion, and the said rosary. Only one can resolve this if there is an eyewitness account of that night and morning that can prove or disapprove of Father Balaguer retraction or testimony. The testimony of Corpio de Vigilancia. On August 4, 2006, read by the Commissioner Renier Escalante, the OIC of the National Historical Commission of the Philippines, the Professional Chair Lecturer of Rizal Studies, entitled The Last 24 Hours of Rizal, using spy reports at De La Salle University. In the documents of the Spanish spies called Cuerpo de Vigilancia, there is a report written on the day of Jose Rizal's death by Federico Moreno, who recount a statement to him by the agent of the Cuerpo de Vigilancia, a guard in Rizal's cell. Therefore, an additional eyewitness account. As stated, Rizal wrote a paper that he heard the retraction. The Jesuit who entered Rizal's cell, Father Villaclara and Estaniel were also mentioned. Here is some statements that have been translated into English from Spanish language. It can be seen that among the two officials mentioned, Juan del Fresno and Eloy Moore are the ones who signed the retraction document and stood as witnesses. The guard also mentioned that before Rizal was taken to Luneta, he married Josephine Bracken. At the 5th this morning of the 30th, the lover of Rizal arrived at the prison. Dressed in the mourning, only the former entered the chapel, followed by a military captain whose name I cannot ascertain. Donning his formal clothes and aided by a soldier of artillery, the nuptials of Rizal, the woman who had been his lover, were performed at the point of death. After embracing him, she left, flooded with tears. And the surprising thing Morena recorded of all the people who entered the cell that night was that no one mentioned Father Balaguer entering at the prison. Father Balaguer was not there. It made this all a secondary and only interviewed Father Villaclara and Father March to build his testimony. Recently, a copy of De la Imitation de Cristo, written by Thomas Kempis, was entrusted to the director of the National Museum of the Philippines, Jeremy Barnes. These copy that Rizal gave to Josephine Bracken during his last visit here on the day of his death. The letter stated, "To my dear and unhappy wife, Josephine Bracken, December 30th, 1896, Jose Rizal."
The facts that Jose Rizal did not retracted is that the Spanish provocated the undermined efforts of Jose Rizal as a national hero. They wanted to tarnish Jose Rizal's reputation as a national hero. Jose Rizal did not wrote a lot of things about Catholic Church. But this is the way the Catholic Church triumphant over Jose Rizal. To conclude, whether or not Jose Rizal did not retracted, the researchers believe that retraction document was more of Rizal's taking a moral courage to recognize his mistakes. Perhaps it may be true that he retracted and reverted to his faith, but this does not diminish Rizal's stature as a great hero with such greatness. As mentioned, the documentary entitled Ang Bayaning Third World by Joel Torres' impersonation of Rizal told the time travelers that whether he retracted or not, it does not change what he has already done and what his writings have already achieved. Furthermore, former Senator Jose Diokno stated, "Surely whether Rizal died as a Catholic or an apostate adds or detracts nothing from his greatness as a Filipino, Catholic or Muslim. Rizal is still Rizal. The hero courted death to prove to those who deny our patriotism that we know how to die for our duty and our beliefs."